Our next project is Baby Yoda's Quarantine Adventure. Because of the quarantine, Baby Yoda can't go adventuring around the galaxy like he usually does, so he has to stick a little closer to home. So, what adventures does he find? Does he help out with the pasture burning? Does he take a little time to go turkey hunting? Does he stay indoors and help out the health people with some mask making? This is going to be your decision. You are going to plan Baby Yoda's next adventure. We're going to draw Baby Yoda, and then that will give you the starting point to do your project. Now, Baby Yoda, he starts, when I draw him, the easiest way to start is to do his eyes. So you're going to do 2 ovals side by side. Now, it's going to be an oval within an oval. Once you've drawn his eyes, you're going to go in and do his little tear ducts. And they're just a triangle, 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 triangle. That one may be a little big. I would use a pencil, but since I'm doing this so you can see, I'm using a pen. Next, you're going to do his nose, and his nose is right below his eyes. And you're going to do a frowny face. And then 2 little nostril lines. Now, Baby Yoda, even when he's smiling, usually his mouth looks like he's got a little frown going on. So you're going to draw this frown. Then you're going to do his lower lip, and it's just going to be down, over, and up. Almost like a rectangle without a lid. Now, he's got a little bit of, his face comes out, it's a little bit of round. So we're going to do his chin, and it's just going to be a smiley face. And that's all we're going to do for his chin. Now, he has some wrinkles around his eyes and his head. We're going to start out doing, it's almost like an eyebrow and over. So it's going to go up, around his eye, down around his chin, and then it's going to go up, over around his eye, and down. So that does the bottom of his face. It's almost like a heart without a point. Then he's got a few more wrinkles up here, so you're going to go over, do a wrinkle, wrinkle, and up. And that's the basic shape of his face. Now he has some really pointy ears. So we're going to go an ear here straight out and an ear here straight out. And they're pretty long. Then from the bottom of his head, his chin, you're going to go out and then up to a point. Out and then up to a point. Now this is his whole ear, and you need to see this little green part here. So you're gonna repeat this line and then tuck it into the point. Repeat this line, tuck it into the point. And he kind of has these little inner ears. It's like a little bump. So you're just gonna do almost like an ear inside it, like our ears would look. So that's Baby Yoda's head. Now he wears this little robe. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna do 2 rectangles. There's gonna be a rectangle here that goes over and tucks into his head. And then you're just gonna draw a line where it's like the seam part of his thing. And then you're gonna do a smaller one. Over, rectangle, down, and tucks in. Now that's his little top of his collar of his robe. Then you're gonna go down with a long rectangle, and it's gonna be a little bit wider, and draw all the way to where you think the bottom of his body would be. Now to do his robe, we're just kind of gonna go over and up. It's gonna go down, over, and then tuck back into that first rectangle. Now this one here, see how it kind of looks like it overlaps? This one, you're just gonna go down and then over and tuck back in. And these can be a little uneven because like he's walking, it looks like it's always just kind of floating there. Now for his hands, I'm gonna do a little bit of pencil first, just because you need to erase. You're gonna decide where his hands are gonna be. If it's lifted up, if it's lifted down, wherever you want his hands to be, you're gonna do an oval. He's gonna have one hand here like he's holding something, and he's gonna have one hand here down beside him. Once you have that oval, then you know where to place his fingers. And he has three little fingers. So you're gonna go arm, 1, 2, 3, tuck back in. Same thing here. Arm, 1, 2, 3, and tuck back in. Now, you can see this is the inside of his shirt. So where the arm goes, go over and down. Same with here. Where it touches the arm, over and down. And then you can erase that little bit that you wouldn't see through his hand. Then to do the rest of his sleeves, you're going to repeat this shape. Over, around, and down. And same thing here. Over, around, and down. And that's like the cuff of his shirt. Then his arms, you don't really see. You kind of see like they're wrinkled up there. So you just kind of go a wiggly line in, wiggly line in, and the same thing here, kind of wiggle in. And that is how we draw Baby Yoda. Now your project, if you want to just draw Baby Yoda, that's fine. If this is where you're at in your ability, just draw him. But if you want to go beyond, you need to pick an adventure for Baby Yoda to do. Is he going to be out helping with the cattle? Is he going to be hunting? You put Yoda in his next adventure.